I'm back, America, and guess what I got in here? Let's take the top off and see. Got some apples floating, onions, I mean. Let's see what's going on here. All right, let me explain a little bit. So this is a brine, right? And from what I hear, this brine, it's supposed to, put a lot of fluid in the meat and whatnot. One, keep it from burning and whatnot. I'm putting it on the smoker so I don't have to worry about it burning. But hell, it's worth a try. So this is a pork shoulder, and what I'm about to do is I let this sit overnight, and it has a whole bottle of apple juice. You see the cut up onions in there. What else is in there? Oh, 2 cups of salt and 3 cups of brown sugar. It's been sitting overnight, like I said, and then I'm about to take it out, wash it off, pat it dry, and then I'm gonna put voila this concoction in there. I know you're wondering what this is. I call it pure goodness. Well, it's not really a rub. I guess you call it a wet rub or whatnot, but it's what I use. Hey, and it's cheap to make. All right, coming back to this concoction in a minute. Sweet goodness. But first, I'm about to take this out, rinse it off, pat it dry, and then I'll come back and explain what this is before I put it in there. All right, America. Be back in a few. All right, America. This is your backyard barbecue, and we back. Remember that sweet goodness we was talking about? Yep, it's no longer in here, but on this beast. All right. So the average time to cook something like this is an 11 pounder. I left the fat cap on there. And those of you who don't know what the fat cap is, it looks, I don't want to flip it over right now, but if you can see this right here, well, if you flip it over, it's a layer on the, well, in this point, the bottom side of this particular pork shoulder. So, a lot of people cut it off or whatnot, but not me. I'm cooking it with the fat cap on it. All right, some people, it's a big discussion out there, a debate on whether you cook with the fat cap on it, or if you cook with the fat cap bottom side up. What I mean by bottom side up is the fat cap being on the top as you cook it, or if you leave it like this and you just put it on your smoker. Me, I prefer to put it the opposite way, where the fat cap is on top, and as it continues to cook, some of the fat cap melts, and some of that good tasting fat that's in there, and we love fat, as you know, in America, dissolves into the meat, which makes for a better tasting pork shoulder, or pulled pork in this case is what I'm making. Well, I mean, it's up to you on what you determine. I've done it both ways, and it came out still tasting excellent. But like I said, it's up to you what you go with. I've tried it every way, but this time, like I said, I'm doing it with the fat cap on the top, so that the heat will dissolve some of the fat, and it'll dissolve into the meat. All right, so let's go back to the discussion about what I put in here. All right, so for us cheap folks in America that just don't want to go out to the store and spend $40 because somebody on a YouTube video or Google or whatever, say, hey, you know what? I'm going to use just what's in my cabinet. And that's me, the backyard barbecue, the average cat that got a grill and want to fire it up. All right, so I'll give you a couple things that I use. All right, pretty simple. And the seasoning tastes awesome once you get it. I used half a cup of ketchup. As you can see, check out my bottle. Wife's gonna be mad, but hey, I bought another one just to keep her from cursing me out. I use some sugar. It's up to you on how much you use, right? You can eyeball it, whatnot. But I use roughly, since it's an 11 pounder, I use about 2 to 3 cups of this brown sugar. We'll see how that tastes. I use some cider vinegar. And I know what you're saying, cider vinegar on a pork? Trust me, just try it. You don't have to put it on here yet. You can put it in one of these, mix it together, and taste it. And you'll be like, holy crap, this actually tastes pretty good. Oh, the last thing, well, let me first say this. I know you see these products sitting up here and whatnot. I'm in no way associated with these guys. It's just stuff I got in my kitchen. Nor am I telling you that you need to get Hunt's ketchup or what is this, Dixie Crystal, or don't even worry about these baked beans. That's just me messing around. And that's some Bonos over there. They season it pretty, they sauce pretty good. Anyway, yeah, I'm no way associated with them guys, but I just use a product. Ketchup is ketchup. I don't care who you get it from or whatnot. Brown sugar, hell, as long as it's light brown sugar, don't matter. So, all right, back to what we were saying. So yeah, so the secret ingredient that I use, like I said, I'm not an advocate for supporting various people, but these guys got some pretty good seasoning. It's called McCormick's. These cats right here, right? Woo woo, man, this pulled pork gonna look exactly like this when I'm done, man, and it tastes awesome. I've used other ones, but this is just my preference. But go out and buy whatever you want. I'm not supporting them. I'm just saying the stuff that they got in this package, I don't know what it is, but it tastes good. All right. Anyway, so I'll show you real quick, and you just follow these ingredients, whatnot, because I know the average cat probably got this in their doggone kitchen. At least I did. It's kind of blurry or whatnot. Like I said, ketchup, brown sugar, some cider, and the boneless pork, obviously. And this is just for a 3-pounder, so do the math on whatever size you got if that's what you truly want to. I don't even go by these instructions. I just mix what I want and then see what it tastes like. So I got some other stuff that I'm gonna try. Not on this one, just cause you know this one of my tests or whatnot. But anyway, on to good thing. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little while I go fire up my smoker, Big Bertha. You know, cause it's getting warm out there. It's the month of May. I'm sorry, and yeah, it's time to get back to things. If you want to know who Big Bertha is, check out my other review. You know, it goes in details on what Big Bertha is. And shout out to those folks at Shirley Fabrication, because that doggone grill is off the chain. So if you want to look them up, please, you know, you can go to their channel, whatnot. I'll provide a link to it down at the bottom, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, I'm not trying to sell their grill, so don't get that twisted. But anyway, I love their grills, and they do awesome, work wonders for me. So, all right, America, see you back in a little bit. This your backyard barbecue, and we're about to fire up this grill. Out. Hey, we back, America. All right, as you can see right here, I got this pork shoulder sitting in one of these aluminum pans. They're pretty cheap at the stores, dollar store, whatever. I get them from Costco, but they're pretty cheap, right? So I'm about to put it on the grill. You can see right here, I got my doggone temp gauge. Now you see 2 cables. I got my thermometer gauge for my meat inserted. Now I had to clean it off, make sure it was good to go. Then we're gonna go from there. So for starters, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the pork shoulder on a grate by itself and put the pan below it. And then as we get into the cook, I'll put the actual pork shoulder back in here. You see the savory flavor, whatnot. The juices I got sitting in right now, and then it'll finish up its cook. Generally, what I do is I give it as much smoke as I can till it gets to about 160 degrees. That's generally where meat starts to get that wood taste on it, whatnot, around 160 degrees. So that's when I'll take it. And based off when my temp probe tells me it's 160 degrees, I'll go ahead and stick it in here and wrap it with aluminum foil and let it go ahead and cook the rest of it. All right, I know y'all wondering what this is on here. Y'all see that? Y'all see what it say? The Barbecue King, right? My kids made this for me a long time ago. Got their names on it, and it says World's Best Dad. So you can see I've been putting this to use, whatnot, and I won't stop there because I have the world's greatest dad. Anyway, I'm about to stick this in here and put it on, and then we'll go from there. Come back in maybe an hour or two and show you what it looks like as it's going through the process. All right. Yes. And we're back. All right, it's that 2-hour mark, and I'm about to spritz all of my meat that I have on the smoker right now. For this video, we're talking about the Boston butt. So I come up with a concoction that I spray with. A lot of people use Dr. Pepper. A lot of people use apple juice. Like I said, I'm just grabbing what's in my kitchen. And we just doing something. I've done this before, so I know it tastes good or whatever. So I make a concoction. This is my spray that I use. You can use a spray bottle. This is just convenient for me. You get these at Home Depot or whatever. Anyway, got ketchup. What I'm gonna do, this is the last of the ketchup. So I'm gonna put some water in it. Alright, to water it down. Just a little bit. Water. Shake it up because you want to get all of it. All you're doing is a spray. You're not putting nothing heavy on it because you don't want it to burn. Alright, that's all the ketchup. I use some cran grape juice. That's just what I have left. I was looking for some Dr. Pepper, but didn't have any of that. I use all my apple juice in my brine, so that's that. A little bit, and then I add water to it. That's my spray for the meat. Alright. One quick thing I left, which is some apple cider, because that's what's in pulled pork. There's apple cider, some cheap generic stuff. Pour it out for a little tang. Actually, ain't that much left. Whoops. Alright, clean that up. And we'll put the top on this, shake it up, and go out there and spray the meat. Alright, pump it up. Pretty convenient for me. And we're ready to go spray. Hey everybody, we're back. Got my concoction made up, shaking it up. It's good and pumped or whatnot. And it's time to spritz the meat, as I call it. I do it, you wait 2 hours from the time you start. And then every hour after that you come back and you spray something on there. Alright, so I'm going to out test it. You know, because you want to get your spray down on how fine you want it. I got this down to a mist. About to open this up. Keep in mind, these cool hand touch is off the chain. So I got some chicken in here. Got some spray going on. Slab of baby back. And this is the most important right here. This big piece of meat right here. Keep it moist as it cooks. Alright. Alright. I'm going to show you the temp. You get a load of this right here. See my temps on here? I'm at 243 right now. Number one is the actual internal temp of the Boston Butt. It's at what was it, 149, 129. So we still got a ways to go, y'all. So, all right, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, America, it's about that time to go ahead and tend to this pork again. This pork butt, as you can see, check the temperature out right here. Got my smoker at about 221 right now. The actual internal on the pork butt is about 160. I'm going to about 195, and then I'm gonna wrap it up, put it in a cooler, and let it sit for about an hour. Then I'll shred it. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it and stick it in the metal pan. Put the aluminum foil on it. Some people like to just leave it out and get as much smoke as possible, but the reality is, like I said, is after after the meat gets to about 160 degrees, that's when you start to get the smoky flavor. Or too much smoke, you can't hold this for me, hold it on. When you get too much doggone smoke on the meat and it just don't taste good. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna show y'all a trick that a lot of people just didn't know. Alright, like I said, fat side up. Now look at the bottom. It's coming together. Like I said, it's at 160 degrees. Right, it's in that real flavor. Right, I'm going back on the same rack. That smells good. Y'all, I wish y'all could smell this. And I'm sticking it right in the same hole again. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. If I can get these gloves off. There we go. Alright. So check this out, America. Aluminum foil. Shiny side versus the dull side. Which side should I put on first? Right? If you like pretty, put the shiny side on there, right? But aluminum foil, you can Google this. It's meant to put the dull side on the top, on top of it, to hold the heat in. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright. Alright. There we go. And there we go. And then we just sit here and wait for the joke to get to about 195 degrees, and then we'll pull it. Alright, see y'all when it gets 195 degrees. Mr. Back, y'all. I just pulled this off the smoker. It's early in the morning, and we're about to see what it looks like. Ooh, it's hot. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at that pretty color. Look at that meat jiggling. Yeah, I can pull the bone out right now. But what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna wrap it up in aluminum foil and then sit it in this cooler right here. This cooler right here, let it sit for about an hour, hour and a half till it comes down to room temperature or close to it. Then we'll pull this meat, let the juices start to flow back into the meat, and then we'll have finished product, pulled pork. All right, thanks for viewing, y'all, and until next time, we'll see you. Mr. B out. All right, America. Before I sign off, here is the finished product from the pulled pork, and that is from the pork shoulder, and now it's pulled pork shredded and ready for devouring. All right. It's Mr. B, Backyard Barbecue. I'm out, though.